Hi, welcome back to Yes, Your Grace. My queen wants to see me. That's because I'm beautiful. No sign of the Rodovians at the West Post. We did find a mess, though. They left gold and supplies behind. They must have gone away in a hurry. They must know we're coming. Hey! With the Rodovian post gone, I think we're ready for the wedding, Your Grace. Awesome. Daughter is first. I like her outfit. It's pretty. Father? Lorsula, you finally came out. Can you please come and meet me at the wall when you get a chance? I wanted to talk to you. Of course, I'll see you there. And then I invited you, so I need to bring you up pretty quick. Your Grace, you called for me. I have found your thief. I've put the man in the dungeons where he belongs. Your Grace, if I may, can I take him with me? Of course. Do whatever you may desire with him. Don't worry, Grace. I'll show you where I'll show him where his place is. And of course you can count on my help during the upcoming battle. I don't have much to offer, but it's better than nothing. I'm glad we became allies, Lady Ada. It's good to have you on our side. It's my pleasure. She makes me suspicious. And I think it's because she's a redhead. Thank you, Net, for now. Let me know if you need anything. Also the way she talks, but still. She reminds me of my sister. You can never trust my sister. Your Grace, I'm starting to think that perhaps you are involved. Oh yeah, I had a voice for him. What am I saying? Why would I say this? Why would you tell someone you don't know, why would you tell someone you know that they know? I better leave. I can leave, right? Okay, bye! Peasant lady, I love your outfit. You're adult. It's so pretty. Your Grace, I came here to ask you for help. My father is very sick with fever. Help me, please. He is pale as a ghost, and he shakes and sweats all the time. We tried treating the fever with cold water and a poultice of butter, onion, and garlic. We would have given him a concoction of wormwood and mint. Gads, we even tried letting the bad blood. With leeches, that's a bad idea. I'm afraid he might not last another night. Your Grace, if we had a court witch available, she could handle these diseases. It's true, you should put out word that we're looking for one. As for your father... I mean, I didn't buy the potion, but I wasn't entirely convinced the potion would even work. But here's some gold, you can buy some medicine, or pay a healer. Hopefully that's enough. Emir can heal him. He's expensive, but this'll be enough. Thank you, Your Grace. Yay, I helped. It probably would have been cheaper to buy the potion, but I wasn't convinced it'd work. My wife. Ah, dresses. Darling. How are the wedding preparations going? Everything is ready. Apart from one last thing. Choosing a dress. I'll let you do the honors. Oh, I like this one. This is a middle ground gown. Nothing special, but for 25 pieces of gold we can't expect too much. Oh, it's not very good? So what do you think? The puffy one, yes? Let me have a think. There's nothing to think about. The puffy one. Okay, the puffy one. How much is it? Oh, look at this puffy decorated piece of art. Isn't it beautiful? 50 gold. I don't have 50 gold. What do you think I am? That's expensive. Dress is nice, but... Oh, don't you worry about the cost. The bank said they would help us fund the dress, so it's almost free. How will that work exactly? Oh, I don't know. Just spread the cost or something. Don't worry about it. It won't cost us anything till the wedding's over. No. I'm not buying a loan for a dress. Plus, I like this one better. What? Oh, yes, I suppose it's not too bad. How are you holding up? I'm so happy, Eric. Our daughter is marrying a prince. A prince, not a barbaric Rodovian. I knew everything would turn out fine. I'll see you later, darling. Fine, I'll stay here. I like that one better. I don't like puffy dresses. Even wedding dresses. I didn't bother to tell my wife that our daughter had finally come out of her room, but apparently that wasn't important. Look how pretty it is. Ursula? Oh, it's you. You wanted to see me? I'm sorry I shouted at you, Father. I didn't mean it when I called you stupid. I just wish things were different. I just wish I had spent the past couple of days being with you, not angry at you. I know, darling, I know. I love you, Father. I love you too. I love you more than anything in this world, Luli. I wish you'd call her that more often. I like that better. Aww. I hate it when you hate it when I call you that, but you're still my Luli. It's alright, Papa. I miss you calling me Luli. Your mother has prepared one heck of a wedding. Yes, I'd better get ready before she finds me. I'll see you at the party. Aww. They're super cute. I wonder if there's a way to have 50 gold before this point. How's your wife? I haven't seen Paloma in years. Does the illness persist? Obviously. We already talked about this. Why are you so curious about her? Yes, she's still sick, otherwise I wouldn't be here. But like I told you already, it's none of your business. How's Ivo? I'd like to know a little about your son before, the marriage. What's there to say? He keeps hacking. Is his wife the one that's sick, or him? Unless he caught it. Don't spread it to my people, please. Ivo has royal blood, and I pay enough for his master Sintra. He's at least half as smart as I am. Can't you just leave me alone, Eric? I'm trying to focus here. Almost ready for the wedding. We've been preparing for this for weeks. We booked a florist, I brought decorations, we'll have a live band. There's no need, I just want it to be over and done with. I hate weddings. People forget about what they're really about. Well, it's going to be quite a party either way. I'll see you there. Yes, very well. Okay. Rude. It's your son's getting married. It's, like, important. Hello, children of mine. Your Grace. How are you doing? Boring in here. Yeah. You ready for the wedding? I just have one question I must ask, Your Grace. I can't imagine having to call my father Your Grace. That's just weird. Yes. May Smudge come to the wedding too? Well, I guess. But you need to keep him very close to you, Sadani. I always keep him close, Your Grace. Fine, he can come. Don't forget to say goodbye to Lorsula. She's leaving right after the wedding. Yes, I also need to say goodbye to Dusty. It's going to be alright, Pumpkin. Yes, Father? We're almost ready for the wedding. It looks like it's going to be quite a banquet. Yes, for you it will, not for Lucilla. I can't believe she's leaving. Hopefully she can learn to be friends with Prince Ivo. I don't think she wants to. I know. I wish I had more time to find a prince, but this is the way it had to be. She's my favorite. She is absolutely my favorite. That's all the things? Yep. Nothing? Okay. Our general gets the week off. Lucky him. Anything new? Nope. We can just collect money. King of Davron and Atenta make an alliance treaty to join forces against Rodovia. Let's throw a party! I am overwhelmed by the beauty of my new wife here. I'll enjoy the company, I'm sure. And, oh. Are you alright? Yes, I'm perfectly fine. Thank you, Your Grace. Great. I married her to a loser. So, like I said, company, my wife, yes, here's to that. Forgive me, Father said I should make some kind of speech. I wasn't sure what to say. I hope I didn't offend you. Oh, maybe he just slipped. That's fine, I don't care. I don't mind if he slips. Anyway, you look very pretty, Lursula. Oh. He's a good lad. I wouldn't let you marry someone inappropriate. You know that, right, Lucilla? A bit clumsy, to be sure, but he'll grow out of that. I'll be on my way, if you'll excuse me. Talus. About the Rodovians. This seals the deal, Eric. You get the army, I get full access to the archives. I wasn't sure if you would honor our bargain, Eric. Why would you think that? You're a family man, aren't you? I didn't think you'd want to let your daughter leave the nest just yet. Believe me, the other option didn't seem any better. And the party went on. Everyone was busy eating, fancy food, drinking fine wine, and the band was great too. I looked for him everywhere. I stirred up every pot, even in the kitchen. Don't worry, we'll find him, Sidani. Oh no, his pet! The salad looks surprisingly flavorsome. What is it, a Caldesi recipe? The dress is not half bad. Didn't know they had such sublime taste. These oh no! Oh no! These snails are extremely undercooked. No! Slimy, or whatever his name was. Sludge. Sludgy? Sludge. What snails? That's not part of the menu. Smudge! Oh no! The party went better than anyone expected. I think I've wasted. I've spent enough time with the guests. I really need to get back to the archive, so if you don't mind, I will take my leave, Eric. Tallis, Your Grace! Leaving so early. Toast to toast. Drink with us at least once more. No, don't drink it! See? Perfect timing, Your Grace. Ugh, will I get some peace after that? To the young couple. Don't do it! The ill-fated toast. Until the ill-fated toast, that is. Eric, do something. Send for the doctor. Well, don't just stand there, idiots. You heard the king go. Tallis was on the ground before anyone had a chance to react. He's not. Is he? Father? Your Grace! Father! How could you? Eric, how could you ever allow this to happen? Eric, you accommodated us in your castle, which we are grateful for, but this? This is beyond our beliefs. You have failed as a host and are responsible for the incident. How am I responsible? The king of Atania, Tallis, is dead. Ivo, you're Tallis' only son. You have no choice but to take the burden of the crown on yourself. Go ahead, Ivo. Eric, I can't believe this. You leave me no choice. As to the new king of Atania, my first order is to withhold the armies that my father promised to you. And I will not be paying for your agents. Eric, the king of Devron, you are responsible for Tallis' death, unless otherwise can be proven upon a royal trial. Why did they automatically assume it's my fault? That's the most suspicious thing here. Until then, Devron will not receive support from Atana. For all we know, he could be responsible. Lursula, pack your things. We're taking my father home. Wait, no, you can't do that. Your Grace, the wedding is over. The vows were said, the marriage still stands. Have courage, my darling. You can help us from the inside. I got an achievement, but okay. This couldn't end well. The kingdom has agents available for hire. They will be listed here. To make an agent available in the next week, you'll need to pay them. To hire an agent, click on the button with their name, and you will see the cost added to the summary. Okay. Unfortunately, we now have to pay our general again, but thankfully we got a good chunk saved up. This is where the demo ended, so from here on out, it's completely blind. Sadly, I don't have any new generals I can hire, or witches, who we're supposed to be looking for. But we still have Lady Ada's support. So that's something. Week 10. And that's all I can recall, Your Grace. Considering how much I drank that night, it's quite remarkable I remember anything. That was useful, thank you. Thank you for your time, Lord Etten. Your version of events will definitely prove useful to the investigation. And we are glad your daughter has been found safe and well. I think we have examined all the guests, Your Grace. And we haven't heard anything out of the ordinary. Talos' soldiers were the main bulk of our army. Solving the murder case will surely convince Ivo to aid us in battle. Whoever did poison Talos must have planned it out in the smallest detail. If you find any leads, do let me know, Your Grace. Talos wasn't anyone's favorite person, but you'd need a very good reason to murder the King of Etana. We mustn't lose focus on our main goal. However, Rodovia won't wait for us to resolve this. In this situation, we shan't rely on Ivo's army. We need to seek help from other lords, in case we can't convince Ivo in time. As for the army, we will need to reach out to the neighboring lords and make allies, sign treaties. It sounds like you're in quite a pickle, Your Grace. You're still here. Speaking of allies, treaties, etc., I have a hefty army waiting for orders. I can throw in some extra gold and supplies to aid you too. 230 men and 6 gold. What's the catch? You want something in return, I presume? Lures. From Pendle, Your Grace. He stopped delivering spices to my associates in Brianka. Turmeric, castaway, and his food is bland without all those. Persuade Lures to renew the deliveries, and my men will aid you in the battle, Your Grace. I will see what can be done. Very well, Your Grace. Now that's a start, we should invite Lures over to see what we can do. I've also marked areas of interest on the map. It might be worth checking them. Maybe we can find a piece of gold or two. We don't know when Rodovia will show up, but we need to start preparing for the battle as soon as possible. I've made a note of things we can do in our weekly summary, Your Grace. We should be able to deny payment for our agents. We can't expect them to work if you don't pay them, but at least we can save a coin. Maintaining our army will also cost us supplies. It only gets more difficult from now on, Your Grace. Oh, and here are the petitioners. Perhaps the servant will shine some light on the case. Awesome. You can now use the map to explore locations and help locals to try to gain extra resources. Allies. To prepare for battle, you need to make alliances with lords. Some lords will provide extra gold or supplies in addition to their army offer. Lord offerings are shown to the right of their profile. I figured that out already. Lures we needed. And map. To send agents to explore locations, simply select the location and click the magnifying icon. Okay, so we got Luba, Wolami, and Kasano. Those are some fun names. What do you need? How can I be of service, Your Grace? Investigation progress. I've prepared a table for you with the overview of all the evidence. When we find the evidence items, they will be shown on here, together with the information we have gathered about each one. We can question lords about the items we have found so far. Where's the table, though? How do I see it? Maybe it's in my council chamber or whatever. Dear Father, we have arrived. Etania is nothing like Deveron. The vast straits of Hagos expand endlessly, it seems. Astalia would love to get lost in here. The journey was tiring, but the views have compensated for everything. Sedani would have made your ears fall off with the questions if she saw the landscapes here. The cliffs and rocks span across the whole of Etana, and makes you feel very small. On top of all these rocks, here lies Hagos, like a nest, looking over everything. Now I understand why they use the griffin as their banner. I'm really sorry for the last weeks we spent together. Hug Mother for me. Aww. Oh yes, Etana can be very pretty, but also very dangerous. You don't want to be caught out in the rural windstorms. We should reply to Lursila. Tell her it's good to hear from her. Of course. What should I ask her about? Not sure. Maybe the girls have some questions. Of course. Let me know when you're ready to write the letter. Alright, we'll start with you. Why are you still carrying the tray? Just so I recognize who you are. You have called for me, Your Grace? Tell me what happened during the wedding night. I don't know, Your Grace. I was only bringing food and drinks. Like I was told. I'm so sorry, Your Grace. I swear I did nothing, by the gods. Please don't punish me. I swear I didn't know those drinks were poisoned. I only picked them up from the kitchen and brought them to the ceremony. I swear I didn't know. Calm down, it's alright. I wasn't saying you did anything. We were just trying to get to the bottom of this. I promise on my family, Your Grace, I know nothing. But the dungeon guard might know something. He mentions he saw someone in the wine cellar that night. I don't know anything else, I swear. I believe that narrows our search then. You may go, but don't leave Davron until after the royal trial. Thank you, Your Grace. And you need? Your Grace, my son, a disgrace to the family. I sent him to gather some brushwood in the forest. Turns out he's too dumb to find his way back home. Do you think you could help us find him? I mean, there's no rush. The general's not doing anything else, as far as I can tell. Do I need my general to explore the map or whatever? You can have the general. I'm sure my men can track your boy down. Oh, I will talk some sense into that little loafer once he's found, of course. What can I do? Okay, send an agent type to explore a location. Okay, so I do need the general to go into town. That's okay. I already read the letter. Now I have to talk to the kids to see what we want to say to Lasula. Asulia? I'm having so much trouble with that name. The rest of them I've kind of got down. Except the queen, but you know, I never call her by name. Darling. Lucilla sent a letter. Our daughter has arrived safely. She seems to like Atania. I'm quite jealous of her. Atania is a beautiful place. The castle is much better than ours too. Hey! I hope she will learn her way around soon. I'm sure she will, darling. When you write to her, tell her I'm sending my best wishes to both of them. Ask her how she's dealing with all these new things, and what has she been doing without her sisters. Of course, I don't try to write her a full-length book, but I'll see what I can do. Thank you, my darling. The wedding is awful. I still can't believe Talus was poisoned. It could have been me. Do you think Larsula will be alright? Ivo seemed really upset. I'm sure she'll be fine. As soon as we'll find out who's responsible for this, we can renew our treaty with Ivo. Who could have done something so terrible? It must have been one of our guests. We are gathering evidence. When we have enough proof, we will call the royal trial. Alright, darling. Let's hope it gets resolved quickly. I think I'll get some rest. I'll let you rest. Dungeon, council chamber, and gardens. Gardens has my children in it, so they're next. Just one of my childs? Where's the other one? Is she still crying over her snail? Yes, father. Larsula sent a letter. Your sister arrived safely in Atana. She said you'd love it there. I'm sure I would if I ever get to leave the castle. You would be able to leave the castle if you behaved better. Yeah, right. When you write to Luli, can you ask her about Ivo? What's he like? I can't imagine having to leave her here and live with some strange man. If there's any free space in the letter, I'll ask her. Thank you. I hate that you had to see that. Yeah, the wedding didn't really go to plan, did it? No, what happened was terrible. The wedding went fairly well until then. Ursula was even considering dancing. She looked very beautiful in her dress. I really miss her, father. I miss her too. And we'll go to the dungeon next. You had information. I heard you know something about Talus's death. Tell me what happened during the wedding night. The servant said you saw someone. Saw someone? No, but I have found this. Some kind of tooth, I think. Oh. It's pointy, too. And how did you obtain this item? I was guarding the prisoners, Your Grace. Well, I might have had a drink or two with the other guards. It was time to celebrate, after all, and the prisons are empty. I never left the dungeons, of course. Until the end of my watch, that is. What happened at the end of your watch? I was doing the usual check of all the cellars. Yes, a little unsteady, but that's where I found the tooth. Where exactly did you find this? In the wine cellar, Your Grace. I didn't see anyone going in there, though. Well, they probably crept in the wine while you were busy drinking. I'm sorry, Your Grace. I really didn't mean for anything bad to happen. Okay. My wife has something new to say. Darling, I have a lead on the investigation. I found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talus's death. What have you found? An animal tooth. And this animal tooth is a very exotic thing. We don't have dragons anywhere near Davron. There are dragons in this game! A card found it in the wine cellar. I want to see a dragon. It could be from a merchant or someone who's dealt with big beasts before. Maybe take it to a hunter, see if he can tell exactly where the tooth came from. We don't have a hunter in the castle. I'll ask Audrey to put word out that we're looking for one. She's so smart. My wife is the best. I told you no! Your Grace. Lucilla wrote a letter. I'm about to reply something to her. Do you want me to say anything from you? Oh, yes. Tell her I'm taking her bedchamber. Mother, let me. Or no. Tell a sailor I'm reading her diary. Tell her a sailor reads her diary. No, that's not right. I have very limited space, Pumpkin. So I can only say one thing? Yes. Oh, this is too big of a decision. I'll come to you later when I think of something good enough. Fine. Don't worry about it too much. She will write more letters. But the first one is the most important. Well, come and see me when you're ready. How are you doing? Is everything alright, Kadani? Last week's events, they were quite distressing for all of us. I don't understand why this would happen. How could someone eat Smudge? Dusty's gone, and now Smudge is... Well, Smudge is 6 feet underground. But then again, I couldn't dig that deep, so I covered him with a rock. It's so boring in here without Luli. You promised you'd convince her to stay. I don't know why I promised I'd convince her to stay. Is she even gonna visit us? I'm sorry she had to go. I couldn't keep her here. She had to go, Sidani. One day you'll find a prince you'll want to go with. Ew, I hate boys. I'll never do that. Goodbye. Apparently I'm just gonna let her in the room now. Ah, there it is. Audrey said I can review the evidence here. Let's take a look. Tooth. Seek expert. Question suspects. Okay, and that's all I got from that. Awesome. I think that's all I can do. So... I'll go ahead and leave this episode off here. Your army needs food and supplies to stay, maintain, and ready for battle. The bigger the army you have, the more supplies it will cost to maintain. To pay the army upkeep, simply click on the pay button. You will see the cost added to the summary below. If you don't pay the army upkeep, you lose some soldiers. Okay, so definitely... do that. Okay, he stands gone, so I don't have to worry about paying him, apparently. Stables, unlock 7 additional locations to explore on the map. I don't need that yet. Gain 10 army per week. That's nice. Carnival. Gain 5 boosted contentment, 1 use. Okay, so that's if, like, people are sad. Prepare general. General will be available during the battle. Which battle exactly? Pay. Oh wait, pay. Okay. I think the training grounds and the general are the most important, but I can't afford both. So I'm gonna go with the more expensive first. Alright, so I'll leave this episode off here. Because it's getting into half an hour. Things are getting more complicated, and we're finally out of the stuff I know about, so everything from here on is a surprise. And I'll probably mess up a lot. But that's okay. That's the fun of it. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.